So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today include Sony locking new exclusive titles for PlayStation, Sony's new deal for Call of Duty, Sony's ban hammer on PlayStation Network, and Kojima and Sony's ex-dev team. First, did you buy Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or not? This is related to one of the stories we're going to go over today, obviously, but I'm curious if you guys have bought the latest in the series. I personally did, since I'm a fan of the franchise and have been playing the games pretty much since the beginning, but that's just my situation. What about you guys? So comment below, yes or no, if you bought Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 this year or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, Kojima and Sony's ex-dev team. So we've heard reports that Kojima's next game is Death Stranding 2 for PlayStation. We've also heard that directly from actor Norman Reedus, who obviously plays the main character in the original game. The last major thing we heard about this new game was that its code name is Ocean and is in development for PlayStation 5. That code name also slipped up in a supposed leaked document from PlayStation that mentioned several unreleased PlayStation titles along with released titles with code names, and this list obviously included a game codenamed Ocean with Kojima Production and PlayStation's ex-dev team working together on the project. Fast forward to more recently, we're seeing further confirmation of Death Stranding 2's development progress thanks to an image posted up by Kojima himself. The image contains him and the Sony ex-dev team, and an image of the Super Lamb banana statue that's located in Liverpool, which is interesting since Sony has an ex-dev Japan, from my understanding, and of course Japan is where Kojima is located. We know that Kojima has opened up a satellite studio in Amsterdam, which is close to Liverpool, so that could be what's happening here. Regardless, it doesn't matter in terms of my investigation on these images. It looks like the production of Kojima and Sony's next game is moving along, and considering Kojima was teasing something just a few weeks ago, we could see a new trailer possibly soon. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Sony locks down new PlayStation exclusives. Reading from Reuters, Sony Group Corporation said it plans to expand a program to identify and incubate Chinese-made games in a race with Microsoft Corporation to tap China's gaming market. The Japanese tech giant's plans were made public during an event live streamed on Tuesday from the southwestern Chinese city of Chengdu to restart the China Hero Project program, which grounded to a halt due to CV. The scale of the third phase will far exceed the previous two, Babo, Sony's director of China game production, said, adding that Sony will publish some games and its PlayStation studios will support enrolled projects. Sony said that it will be the publisher of Lost Soul Aside and Con Valeria, 2 games enrolled in the previous 2 phases. The China Hero Project unveiled its first 2 batches of games in 2017 and 2019 and has supported 17 titles, of which 7 have reached the market. Bo told Reuters in an interview on Wednesday that the new batch aims to include 10 titles or more, and it welcomes games of all genres. So this is exciting news for me because one, Lost Soul Aside looks great, so it's nice to see Sony fully support it, meaning they see something special here with this title. Beyond that, one of my favorite games of 2021, Fist, came out of this China Hero Project program that's going on here. So while I wait for Lost Soul Aside, which releases in 2024, I'll have my eye on the third-person shooter Convaleria, which was also mentioned here that Sony's publishing this game as well, which drops next year in 2023. But you guys let me know if you're interested in Lost Soul Aside or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Sony's Call of Duty deal. Reading from the New York Times, Microsoft has accused Sony of misleading regulators, saying it overstated the importance of Call of Duty to its viability. Mr. Spencer said that maintaining and growing the existence of Call of Duty business is pretty central to the economics of the Activision Xbox deal. In a statement, Jim Ryan, the chief executive of Sony Interactive Entertainment, said it was not true that his company has misled regulators. He said that Microsoft was a tech giant with a long history of dominating industries and that it is highly likely that the choices gamers have today will disappear if this deal goes through. Microsoft said that on November 11th, it offered Sony a 10-year deal to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation. Sony declined to comment on the offer. So the previous offer was 3 years for Call of Duty on PlayStation, and now it's 10. It's clear that Sony is the big hurdle here for Microsoft, which makes sense since, again, they're Xbox's biggest competitor, and in the console space itself, there are only 3 companies, Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft. Microsoft offering 10 years sounds like they're desperate to move this deal along, which I understand. The interesting thing about 10 years is that Phil Spencer recently said we'll ship Call of Duty on PlayStation as long as PlayStation exists, which didn't sound like there was a time duration there, but I guess when it comes to business, giving exacts is necessary, so that's why we see a 10-year contract here, I guess. Regardless, my stance on this has not changed. Call of Duty shouldn't be owned by any of the big 3, Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft. And now diving into the final story of the video, PSN ban waves. So this is great news to hear. You know, when you go on the PlayStation Store and you see those garbage titles that solely exist to give you easy platinums, those same titles that pack the PlayStation Store's new game section, not allowing you to easily see actually good new games coming to the store before Sony changed the filter to show the popular titles first. Those games are looking to be extinct, hopefully sometime soon. Reading from website dex.exe, PlayStation has sent out a dev letter to all of its developers noting that shovelware, games that are reskinned, non-games, and games just made to give people a platinum trophy are going to either be shadow banned or delisted, with a chance that the developers being banned from publishing any more games. So I don't want to put this letter up on screen just in case, but it's linked if you guys want to go check it out yourself. It's great to see Sony taking action on this, because even though they changed the filter and now you see popular titles in the front of the new game section, which was a temporary fix to not see the shovelware first, it also stopped less popular, potentially good games from getting shine. So it's great to hear that Sony has put it on notice that developers cannot put these games out anymore, or they'll be shadow banned, delisted, not allowed to publish on PlayStation anymore, etc. Hopefully this means a cleaner new game section will start to appear sometime soon. But you guys let me know if you were annoyed by these shovelware titles or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button. As it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with Bring On the Games. Sony locks down the exclusivity and publishing for La Soul Aside and Convaleria, and is supporting the creation of like 10 other titles from the China gaming market. And we know Sony has so many more titles internally, and they're working with other developers here in the West as well. So a lot of exciting things are set to come from PlayStation and PlayStation partners. I just need to start seeing them already. So hopefully we see them sometime soon, maybe even at the Game Awards. Or if you're excited for any of that, destroy the comment section with Bring On the Games. And I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.